All right, so imagine that you're about to retire. You have $700,000 in a bank, or so you think $700,000 in the bank. You're feeling pretty good about retirement, and then you go and talk to your financial planner or a financial planner and say, "Hey, I got a bunch of money here. We're feeling really good. We're about to retire," and then all of a sudden, I have to tell you, or another financial planner has to tell you, no, instead of having $700,000 in the bank, you have $495,000, an over $200,000 difference. That's exactly what just happened to me. So I had this couple, they are a couple years away from retirement, and about 6 years ago, they bought an annuity. And the feeling was at the time, and the reason they bought the annuity is the annuity salesperson told them, "We will guarantee a 6.5% rate of return on your annuity so that retirement, you're going to have this big chunk of money." So 5, 6 years later, they come and they talk to me. Instead of having $700,000, what they anticipated, they actually have $495,000. They have less than when they started 6 years ago. Well, how is that possible that somebody could lose money when their financial planner at the time told them that they were guaranteed a 6.5% rate of return? So it's very important to understand how annuities work. First of all, they have a gigantic surrender fee on this annuity. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, they have a 12-year surrender period, which means if they get out of the annuity anytime within 12 years, they have to pay a penalty. They still, even getting out of this annuity today, even they're about to retire, they have to pay 10% in fees to get out. That's the first problem. So yes, their account has actually grown a little bit. However, after the surrender fees, if they actually want to get out of this product, they have to pay 10%. They actually lose money on it. The other issue is, well, how could you possibly lose money when somebody guarantees you a 6.5% rate of return? Now, I did mention, yes, the account did grow a little bit. It grew about 9% for them over the 6 years, but it's not nearly the 6.5% that they were anticipating, that their broker had told them. So what's the disconnect here? What's the problem? The problem is that annuities always have two values. They have an account value, they have a cash value that you can actually take out of the account, and they also have an income value. That's not your money. The income value is what you can eventually annuitize and turn into a monthly stream of income, but that is not your money. You can never go and say, "Hey, I want my 6.5% rate of return." That is the part that is actually guaranteed. Your cash value, the part that is, for most people, they care about, it's not guaranteed. So for this case, instead of them earning 6.5% per year in the stock market, which has done almost 100% over the last 6 years, they have earned a whopping 1.5% annually on their money, 9% total. So these people who they thought they were going to have $700,000 of annuity that they could draw from and live on, instead they have less than $500,000, less than what they started with 6 years ago. It is so important, if you are purchasing an annuity, you have to understand what the surrender terms are on that, what kind of penalties and fees to get out of the annuity, and you have to understand what it is that the annuity is actually guaranteeing you. Like I said, it is not usually guaranteeing your cash value, your surrender value, although that's the part that for most people, they care most about. They care the most about. So these people are in a really tough spot. What do? Do we get them out of this annuity and take a 10% hit on their account, or do we keep them in the annuity and keep on earning 1.5% per year, which is what they've been doing over the last 6 or 7 years? So it is so important that you understand that this is the reason why you want to work with a fee-only financial planner, not an annuity salesman, not a broker when you're ready to retire. This is Brian Hager with Retirement Financial. If you need anything, please go to my website, retirementin.com. You can give me a call as well. Thank you.